colour is the starting point for looking at paintings in so many ways. But it's also something that perhaps you go away with thinking afterwards, well, what an amazing array of colours that painting has brought to me and my imagination.
The idea is for the audience to explore these different palettes as a VR and as a 360 experience at home, and to be able to navigate through these paintings and to perceive these color selections in an all new way.
Analema Group is an artistic collective. It's a collaborative collective which was founded in 2010. And what we do is we create immersive participatory experiences for our audiences based around exploration of relationship between sound and vision.
We worked very closely with the team at the National Gallery X. They invited us to explore different paintings, to explore the collection, but also to understand the ideas of pigmentation better.
So what we try to explore in the scientific department is to say that there's a history, a physical history behind a painting. So where the materials came from, how the materials have degraded, how the colors have changed. And to try and allow people to see beyond this is an old historic object, but there's actually a story, there's a response to it.
The challenge for the residents at National Gallery X is to come in with digital tools and fresh eyes and to talk about something that no one's talked about before.
Working with digital technology, we gain a much deeper understanding of existing art practices. In the case of the Ruffini portrait, for instance, we learned that the couple that is famously holding hands inside the painting is not actually holding hands in the reflection seen in the mirror of that painting. But more importantly, we gain a much deeper understanding of color and color palettes.
We are looking at the color palettes and the colors that the particular painters were using, and we are allowing audience to step into the space full of light and sound to learn, understand more, become more aware about specific color palettes.
One of the things that's really interesting to me in the work that Annalema have done is taking some of the themes in current technology practice, particularly thinking about the role of data, and applying them to paintings. By taking paintings and not just considering them as material and cultural artworks, but thinking about them as being data somehow underneath, we can translate and create new ways of thinking about what those artworks mean.
On this KIMA Color 360 projects, the audience will be able to experience the painting through lights and color. We'll be experienced immersive inside like a dome of light, and we can interact with your phone, just turning around and see different points of interest. So every time you experience the piece, you can see different details each time.
We've imagined the sound designs for those paintings as feedback loops, really. The sound is feeding back with the visualization and vice versa. For example, when there is a certain color palette in one of the paintings, it will transcend some characteristics of the sound. It's not necessarily an impact on pitch or other more traditional elements of sound, but more like on the frequency or on the panning of the sound through the space.
One of the things we're trying to understand at National Gallery X is how to present art of the past for audiences of the future. Every generation has its own art form, and Annalema Group is very much a 21st century arts collective. They work in the medium that you couldn't have before. So we are actually working with Annalema to see how we can enrich the experience of past art forms by giving them interpretation that is very contemporary. And KIMA Color is that kind of contemporary conversation with the art forms of the past that we think could give us valuable lessons for how to present this classic art to audiences now.